let's talk of something important with respect to matchmaking. You see, as I say, right, like matchmaking is one of the greatest remedies in astrology. There are very few astrological remedies which are astrologically proved remedies. This is very important point, right? Like astrology believes in that results happen 100%. And it promises it, it delivers it also. And matchmaking is an astrological remedy, muhurta is an astrological remedy, vastu is an astrological remedy, which means that if you do it correctly, result is 100% guaranteed to come. Other remedies such as spiritual remedies, behavioral remedies, etc., the result comes. I am not saying it does not come, but result is very much dependent on practitioner who is suggesting it, whether the suggestion is correct or not, whether you do it correctly or not, etc., etc. Multiple factors are there, so the result is not guaranteed, right? It's 70-80% guaranteed, right? But astrological remedies such as matchmaking, muhurta, vastu, the result is 100% guaranteed, right? Because it works on the same principle as astrology. Same principle as astrology, which tells you that if the combination is there, result will be there. If the result is there, combination will be there. 100% true. It works 100% of the time, provided the fact you know how to properly do it. Anyone who blames astrology does not work, do not know astrology properly, or says it out of ignorance, right? You learn it, you practice it, you know how it works, right? The proper learning, etc., is needed. There are many people. There's a story, right? Grapes are sour. Same goes with astrology also, but that's not my point to justify astrology, right? Coming to my point. So, as I'm saying, see, basic matchmaking is something, right? For basic matchmaking, I have my own formulas using which, like, it is a 7-point formula. I don't give much importance to Gun Milan as such, right? But I have a basic 7-step formula based on which I approve a matchmaking. Matchmaking is important for every horoscope, right? Like as fishes, as I always say, as fishes cannot fly. In the same manner, everyone cannot do everything, right? You just cannot say that this is a person who can do everything. It's not like that, right? So matchmaking is important in every horoscope because no one is perfect, right? No matter how good the horoscope is, matchmaking is needed. Right? That's very certain, right? The difference between happiness and adjustment is matchmaking only. In the best of horoscope, with matchmaking, it is happiness, right? With bad matchmaking, it is adjustment. It's not a bad marriage, but it's an adjustment, right? But you see, adjustment and good marriage are altogether two very, very different things, right? You have to understand that. But you see, like all of us have some dream related to our partners or have some aspirations that we want to achieve with respect to marriage, right? I'm not talking about those aspirations or those dreams related to looks, etc. of the spouse, not that. And let's talk on some adult terms, right? Some serious terms of life, right? Not those childish things. When you analyze a particular horoscope, you see that something is missing. The person also knows that something is missing in his life, right? I was asked by my teacher that if someone is blind, will you get them married to another blind person? If someone have combinations of poverty, will you get them married to another person who have the same combination for poverty? The answer is no, absolutely not. If a person is poor, he should be married to a rich person so that both of them can live a dignified life. That's the basic point. You cannot say that it is injustice with the rich person. That, like, someone can look at it this way also, that it is injustice with rich person. That's not the point, right? Love is there, care is there, affection is there, everything is there, right? So it's not like that, right? Like illogic to anything can put. But that's not the point, right? The actual answer is this answer only, or at least I should say astrological answer. So you see, people have, based on the horoscope, because no horoscope is perfect, right? This rich person's horoscope will also have some issues because no horoscope is perfect, as you know. So what do we want in our partner? Or what we want in our marriage? What is the best setup? When you are angry, other person should be calm. When you are tensed, other person should not be tensed. When you are happy, they should be able to enjoy with you. At least not be sad, right? So complementing each other is what makes a good relationship. Good companionship is what I see, believe, trust, practice, right? So how to do this? You know that someone have bad fortune, bad profession, bad finances, etc. in horoscope. Not bad marriage, right? Not bad marriage. It's not like if someone is having combination for good marriage, you get them married to someone having combination for bad marriage. Then what will happen? Both of them will have average marriage. rare kind of match it is. I believe should not be done until and unless it's the last resort. If you get those people both, see, for a person having good marriage, if they get married to another person having good marriage, their marital life is brilliant. That's excellent. Person having bad marriage should not be married to another person having bad marriage. It will be a disaster. So person having bad marriage should be married to a person who have combinations for person having good marriage. That's the best setup. You understand it. But that's marriage is not my basic point here, as in other things are. So you see, there is something lacking. See, wealth combination is not there, finance combination is not there, profession combination is not there, fortune, etc. is not there. So certainly, for example, say someone have bad combinations related to property, but property is needed, right? So people generally take property in the name of their spouse, etc. For this, the spouse should have good combinations for property, right? If spouse also have bad combination for property, then property you will take in your name or in spouse's name, both will go bad. So it's problematic, right? So I believe in matchmaking for a good, contented, happy marriage life. It is very, very essential to complement each other. Right? Relationship is complementing each other, completing each other, yin yang energy. Right? So you see, if someone have bad fortune, right? Ninth house, ninth lord, condition is not good. Certainly, this person wants luck in life. They should be married to that person who have good combinations related to ninth house, good ninth lord. So what is happening? This person having good ninth house, good ninth lord is lucky. This person having bad ninth house, bad ninth lord is not that lucky. I will not say unlucky. For unlucky, something else is needed, right? Malefic influences over ninth house is needed. In fact, a strong eighth house is needed. Stronger than ninth house should be eighth house for the person to be unlucky. So one is non-lucky, another is lucky. Now, if this non-lucky person will marry lucky person, then they both together as a company, as a group, as a couple will be fortunate. It's not like that the lucky person's luck will diminish. It will not diminish. It will be the same, right? You see, like over the back of an elephant, one tortoise may sit, two tortoise may sit, three tortoise may sit, right? It does not affect the hauling capacity of the elephant, right? Elephant's hauling capacity remains the same, right? The turtle's weight should not be very much, like no turtles are bigger than elephant as far as I know. Maybe someone can more bigger and more heavy. I'm not that biological expert as such, but that's the point. So it's not like the person who is lucky becomes unlucky or mediocre lucky. They remain lucky, but to another person who is not lucky, for them it becomes good, right? They also become lucky. They also start floating by the lucky person's luck, right? So it's like you are in a sea in a boat which is sinking because it have a hole into it on the base of the boat, and at the same point of time there comes another person who have a boat, right, who is going fine, but they don't have food. You have food in your boat, so you both agree, you go on their boat with your food, you share your food. That's a good journey, right? That's the thing. So the basic point that I am wanting to say is that if you want something in your life, because matchmaking is an astrological remedy which is 100% guaranteed to give result. If one can manage to get married to a person or a partner who have that result well fortified in their horoscope, then absolutely one can achieve. So if you ask me what is the secret of achievement in astrology, if you don't have something promised in your horoscope, how you can achieve it? I am not talking of spiritual and other remedies. There are ways into it also, but 100% foolproof astrological remedy with the astrological guarantee and astrological promise is this proper matchmaking. The result that one person is lacking, they should get married to or have a partnership with. Also, you can use the word partnership as well, right? So it can be marriage, partnership, companionship, all the ways of it. If one result is lacking in someone's horoscope, they should have partnership with a person who have that result in abundance. That's a win-win situation for both. Why I am saying win-win situation for both? Because no horoscope is entirely bad and entirely good. There is always that someone can contribute to, provided the fact they are ready to contribute. And to make sure they are ready to contribute, as I told you, right, basic matchmaking is very much needed. So once you do the basic matchmaking, you well know that these two people are compatible to each other, ready to contribute to each other, and then the path to get what is not written in the stars, or to manifest the impossible, is to get in company, get married to, get in partnership with the person who have that in abundance, and then you get what is not in the stars also. That is the particular reason many a times you will see that in a person's horoscope the result is not strong, but the person is having that result. And when you see the horoscope of the spouse, you see that the result is very strong in the horoscope of spouse. And out of all the type of relationships and companionship, spousal relationship is very intimate, very close. So here it works best. This is how you manifest those things in your life using astrology, which is not written in your stars. By conscious decision and by conscious choice, you change the outcome of the result, as Krishna tells to Arjun in Bhagavad Gita also, that Arjun, if you follow your dharma properly, and if you make right choices, which Krishna is telling Arjun to do in the beginning of the war, then even the impossible can be achieved. Thank you.